I thought I had you all figured out, but I was wrong. Your actions revealed a depth and sincerity I never expected. I now see you in a light I never imagined. I was so sure of my judgment about you, but what you did opened my eyes to the reality of who you are. I now understand just how wrong I was. Seeing you in action completely shifted my perspective. I had a narrow view of you, but what you did showed me the true scope of your character. My previous judgments about you feel so misplaced now. Your actions revealed a side of you that was hidden, and it has profoundly altered how I see you. I thought I understood you, but what you did proved me wrong. I had misjudged you completely, and now I can't help but admire the person you truly are. I was convinced I knew you well, but seeing your actions made me realize how mistaken I was. You are so much more than I ever gave you credit for. I was blind to your true nature until I saw what you did. My previous opinions about you were so off base, and now I have a newfound respect for who you are. Your actions have completely changed my perception of you. I was so wrong in my assumptions, and now I see the depth and authenticity I had missed. I had a fixed idea of who you were, but your actions shattered that illusion. I now see you in a much more profound and positive light. What you did revealed a side of you that was hidden from me before. I was so wrong in my assumptions, and now I see the genuine person you are. I was so certain about my opinion of you, but witnessing what you did opened my eyes to how mistaken I was. You have shown me a side of yourself that is truly impressive. Your actions made me confront how wrong I was about you. I had judged you unfairly, and now I can see the true person you are, beyond my initial misconceptions. I thought I had you figured out, but what you did completely changed my view. I was wrong about you in so many ways, and now I can't help but be amazed by your true self. I was convinced I understood who you were, but your actions proved me wrong. Now, I see a side of you that I never imagined, and it has transformed my perception. Seeing what you did made me realize just how wrong I was about you. My previous judgments seem so misplaced now, and I have a deeper appreciation for who you truly are. I had a set view of you, but your actions showed me how wrong I was. You are so much more than I ever thought, and my understanding of you has completely shifted. What you did revealed a side of you that I had missed. I was so wrong in my initial impressions, and now I see the genuine depth and sincerity you possess. I was so sure about who you were, but seeing your true self in action changed everything. I now realize how misguided my previous opinions were. Your actions made me confront the reality of how wrong I was about you. I had a narrow view, and now I see you in a much more profound and authentic way. I thought I understood you well, but what you did showed me a side of you that was hidden from me. My previous judgments feel so out of place now. I had a fixed idea of who you were, but seeing what you did changed everything. I was wrong about you, and now I see the true essence of who you are. Witnessing your actions made me realize how mistaken I was about you. I had underestimated you, and now I have a newfound respect for your true character. I was so convinced of my opinion about you, but what you did completely changed my perspective. I see you now with a depth I never saw before. Your actions revealed a side of you that I had completely missed. I was wrong about you, and now my understanding of who you are has evolved. I thought I had you all figured out, But what you did proved me wrong. You showed me a side of yourself that I never expected, and it has reshaped my view. I was quick to judge, but your actions revealed how wrong I was. You are so much more than I initially thought, and I now see you with a new appreciation. Seeing what you did made me confront how misguided my opinions about you were. I now recognize the depth and authenticity you possess. I was certain I understood who you were, but your actions revealed a side of you that I hadn't seen before. My previous judgments were so off base. Your actions transformed my view of you. I had misjudged you, and now I see a much richer and more nuanced version of who you really are. I thought I knew who you were, but what you did completely changed that. I now realize how wrong I was about you and see you in a much more positive light. What you did opened my eyes to the reality of who you are. I had been mistaken in my judgments, and now I understand the true depth of your character. I was so sure of my initial impressions, but your actions revealed a different truth. I was wrong about you, and now I have a much clearer understanding of who you really are. I had built up an image of you in my mind, convinced that I knew who you were. But when I witnessed what you did, every assumption I held shattered, leaving me in awe of your true character. I thought I had you all figured out, categorized, and labeled, but the moment I saw you in action, everything changed. You showed me a depth I never imagined, and now I see you in a completely new light. There were so many judgments I made about you, so many wrong conclusions, but after seeing what you did, I realize how blind I was to your true nature. I never expected to be so wrong about you. I thought I knew who you were, but then you did something that turned all my preconceptions upside down. Now I can't stop thinking about who you really are. You completely took me by surprise. I was so certain of my opinion about you, but what you did showed me a side of you that I never knew existed. My feelings have changed in ways I never thought possible. I had this idea of who you were, an idea I clung to for so long. But after what I saw you do, I realized that I was holding on to a false image. You're so much more than I gave you credit for. It's humbling to realize how wrong I was about you. The actions you took spoke volumes, and they revealed a truth I had been too blind to see. Now, I can't help but feel differently about you. You shattered the illusion I had created in my mind. I thought I knew you, but when I saw what you did, it was like seeing you for the first time. I never knew you were capable of such depth. I underestimated you, and now I regret it. Seeing what you did opened my eyes to the fact that I had been viewing you through a narrow lens. You're so much more complex and incredible than I ever realized. I thought I had you figured out, but I was wrong. Your actions showed me that there's so much more to you than I ever imagined. Now, I can't stop thinking about how I misjudged you. I had a set of beliefs about who you were, and I was so sure of them. But what you did broke through all my assumptions, revealing a truth I never expected. My feelings for you have completely changed. It's a strange feeling, realizing how wrong I was about you. I had you pegged as one thing, but after witnessing what you did, I see you in a completely different light. Your actions spoke louder than any words ever could. I was so wrong about you, and now that I've seen what you're truly capable of, I can't help but feel a deep sense of admiration. I thought I knew who you were, but your actions revealed a depth I never anticipated. Now, I'm left to reconsider everything I thought I knew about you. You turned my world upside down with what you did. I was so certain of who you were, but now I see that I was wrong. You're so much more than I ever gave you credit for. I had put you in a box, convinced that I knew who you were, but after seeing what you did, I realize how limited my understanding was. You're far more extraordinary than I ever imagined. It's incredible how one action can change everything. I was so wrong about you, and now that I've seen what you did, I can't help but feel drawn to you in a way I never expected. I thought I had you all figured out, but I was wrong. Your actions showed me a side of you I never knew existed, and now I can't stop thinking about how much I misjudged you. I was quick to judge, quick to form an opinion, but after seeing what you did, I realize how wrong I was. You're so much more than I ever gave you credit for. I had convinced myself that I knew who you were, but your actions proved me wrong. Now I can't help but feel a deep sense of respect for the person you truly are. I was wrong about you, and now I can't stop thinking about it. What you did showed me a side of you that I never expected, and it's changed everything I thought I knew. I had built up a narrative in my mind about who you were, but after seeing what you did, I realize how far off the mark I was. You're far more incredible than I ever imagined. Your actions spoke volumes, and they revealed a truth I had been blind to. I was wrong about you, and now that I've seen who you truly are, I can't help but feel a deep sense of admiration. I was so certain of my judgment, so sure of who you were, but after witnessing what you did, I realize how wrong I was. You're so much more than I ever gave you credit for. I thought I knew who you were, but your actions revealed a depth I never anticipated. Now, I'm left to reconsider everything I thought I knew about you. I had you all figured out, or so I thought, but when I saw what you did, everything I believed about you crumbled. Now I can't stop thinking about who you really are. I was wrong about you, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. Your actions showed me a side of you I never knew existed, and it's left me questioning everything I thought I knew.